Hey everyone, Ash here, and now that we've got here to the expo, let's have a look around. First we'll talk to Artie.
Hey Artie, what do you think? Quite a setup, huh? The expo? Sure, but I was wondering. You haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you? Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
Okay? Yeah, how did Trixie get her job back?
Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
Alright, that's all the options we have with him.
See you around.
Let's talk to this guy.
How about an algae king?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute, you're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
Yeah, the jerk actually remembered us from episode 2. Right? Oh, also this right here, this glass house, you don't want to mess with that until you talk to this guy, this diver, about Emmett Brown.
Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
So, let's do that right now.
Excuse me, Mr...
Dudo, Jacques Dudo, at your service.
Yeah, who are you?
Jacques Duteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following, yes.
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff.
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less demanding.
Can we get a ride?
Could I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you've got a ticket.
Okay, yeah, we don't have tickets yet.
See you around.
What's this?
I think that's supposed to be a clock.
Okay.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Callahan.
Where's Emmett?
What? Is he missing?
Don't you recognize a ploy when you see one? Now, do your duty.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
Yeah, we got him back on track.
It was my plan to get him back to inventing what he should be inventing. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
How do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Harry Callahan really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Harry?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Yeah, Edna...
Come here.
Edna's gone a little crazy.
Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, You're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
See, even Danny knows that. Even Danny knows that Edna is just a tad bit crazy. Ooh, what do we have here? A phone booth.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Oh, well that sucks. And yeah, he had to look at the phone number though. I'm sure we'll probably.
Greetings, forward thinkers of Hill Valley.
I'm sure we'll probably be using that later. Let's talk to Trixie.
Hi, Trixie.
That's Techne to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know. Now, what can I do you for?
Have you seen Emmett?
You seen Emmett around? I'm kinda worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah. He wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah. Uncle or something?
Or something.
Or something, alright. And now, let's talk about the attractions.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the Glass House, the Future Furnishings, and of course, Enlightenment Under the Sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
Yeah, she got his booth shut down.
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
Can you help us get it back open?
Is there anything you can do to get Emmett's booth open again?
I wish there was, but I'm just a muse. All we can do is inspire people.
Well then, inspire us.
Okay, you're a muse. Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try. Well?
Maybe it doesn't take effect right away.
Okay, could you postpone the demo?
Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. I mean, demonstration.
But you can't.
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
No, but there's going to be some major problems if he doesn't get his deal working.
What time is Emmett supposed to go on?
Let's see, 8 kilobeats past 50. We're on metric time here at the Hill Valley Expo.
Alright, hey, how do we get tickets?
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kinda like family now, you know?
Thanks.
Now, how'd you get your job back?
Already told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
Come on, Trixie. I'm dying to know how you got the job back.
You won't hear it from me. I don't talk out of turn.
Okay, we can't do anything. We can't do anything else with her.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
Now, like I said, we have the exhibits. We have the tickets. But as I said, you don't want to mess with that deal. Like I said, we need to go over... Oh, crap. We need to go over here and talk to this guy about Emmett.
Mr. Duteau?
Oui?
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
Distracted look.
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great, thanks.
Alright. However, I'm going to save that for next time. So when we come back, we'll head into the House of Glass, and hopefully my game won't bug. Just to make sure, though, I'm going to save. Anyways, I will see you all next time.